All right. Can you hear me? Let me turn this down. That's too much. Oh gosh. Whew. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see here. Let me turn this on. Can't see. I know I haven't turned the camera on yet. Hold on. Gosh, I just got back from the gym. I'm always late. I am always late. I'm so sorry. I'm always late. I never have the opportunity to like get ready for these. I'm sorry. But hey, we got plenty to talk about. Dude, by the way, I hate all of you, okay? I hate all of you. And I'll tell you why. And this isn't for the new people, okay? These are the people that's been around for like a while. If you've been on this channel for a while, I hate you. I hate all of you. Because we've had so many conversations about good media, and you guys have gotten me on some good stuff. No one told me to watch Succession, okay? I have been binging it. I am in the 4th season, the last season, mid 4th season, and it is it's incredible. So I hate all of you for not recommending it to me. I do. I hate all of you. I do. Hell yeah. I hate all of you. All of you suck. Got me on so many things, but no one told me to watch Succession. You didn't tell me that it was brilliant. You didn't tell me that the acting was phenomenal. Clan, how difficult was the LPC exam? You mean the NCE? I haven't taken the NCE yet. My LPCA. Is that what you mean? It's probably not that bad, but I haven't taken it yet. I do need to, okay. Yeah, I do need to, go ahead and schedule that. There's a book that's really good that I could tell you about if you, but I don't know how quick, like when are you getting ready to take yours, Phil? Whew, gosh, I'm gonna try to make it through here, guys. My allergies are killing me. The purple book? No, it's not purple. Hold on. We'll get into it in a minute. Hold on, let me find this for Phil. I think I got it on Amazon. Let me go, give me 1 second. NCE. That didn't work. Book. Here it is. This book? Wait, I guess that's purple. I think it's blue though. Yeah, it does. Yeah, my eyes still itch. End of July, early April. Oh, of next year? Wait. What? I'll take it end of July, early. I'm so confused. What? Clan, congrats on winning the YouTube poll of best Spurs content on YouTube. Who made that? Who made that? Can you tell me who made it? I want to see it. August. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Who made it? Or are you just talking? It's a perfect mentor for the team, especially Trey Jones. All right, we got a lot to talk about, guys. I am trying my best. I am blinking like crazy because my eye is so watery. Oh my gosh. Whew. Chance on Josh Primo coming to the Spurs again. Oh, that's done, dog. I mean, Spurs are already looking for another guard. Like, that's done. He ruined it. He's not coming back to the Spurs, okay? Nor do I think you really want him back. Why mess it up at this point? Like, we're good. He really messed it up. You don't want to do that. Bring back Patty Mills. I don't think that's that great of an... I mean, it's not a bad idea, necessarily. It's not a bad idea. It's fine. If you want to retire a Spur, that's fine. I don't think it's that necessary though. But he'll be a good fit. Let's see. I was trying to see if that was actually legit. Was that actually legit? Was there an actual poll of that? I just want to know who made the poll. Did I get tagged in it? Hold on, let's go to YouTube. But yeah, for real though, why didn't anyone tell me that Succession was a phenomenal show? No one once told me to watch it. We've talked about Breaking Bad, Dexter, Better Call Saul. Masterpieces they are. Except for the ending of Dexter, both endings. But no one ever told me to watch Succession. What even is that show? Succession? It's a masterpiece, that's what it is. It's on Max. It would be HBO Max, but it's on Max. You've probably seen a image of it before. Here is this. Looks like this. That's the front of it. And you look at this and you think, oh, some corporate, super serious show. No, it's like a comedy drama. It's really good. Really great acting too. Every single person brings it, man. I mean, and it does a great job too of like every character is pretty unlikable in their own way. Like they're terrible people, obviously being rich and having a lot of power. They're terrible people, but then you kind of like sympathize after a while to a degree, and like you start to like them but also hate them but then like them again. It's really good. They do a really good job of balancing these characters. Everyone plays off each other so well. They're so distinct from one another. And Logan, oh my god, he is terrible, dude. What about the Spurs topic, Clan? What are we're talking about Succession right now. What are you talking about? Vic and Scoot. We're talking about Succession right now. Why is everyone talking about Spurs stuff? We're talking about Succession. Thanks, Clan. I just ordered the book. By the time next month, I'll be Dr. Phil. Hey, that's pretty dope. Congratulations, man. Yeah, it's pretty good. It outlines everything like super well. So I hope it's good enough for me to pass it, but it seems pretty good. Clan, they want Spurs topics. I know, but can we talk about Succession first? Yeah, I mean, this is a great show. It's a phenomenal show. Great directing, great acting, everything. It's perfect. It's funny, great drama. Tugs on your heartstrings. It's a great show. Okay. Look, I've been digesting a lot of great media lately. I've been on a Succession binge. I saw Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm gonna see it again. I mean, it's just some great stuff, man. So if you're wondering what it's about, this guy right here, Logan, he basically created an empire, media empire. He's basically if like he owned Fox. That's basically what he owns. Okay, that's what it's supposed to represent. He represents Fox. All right, and he's in so many different industries. And Succession is obviously the word is just passing up to someone else, right? So passing off a title or passing off, letting someone be your successor, right? And his kids, Kendall, Shiv, Connor, and Roman. Those are his 4 kids, and they're all basically kind of competing to be the next successor. And it's really good. Well, he's not, but the other 3 are. It's really good. Great stuff. You're killing me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Nepotism at its finest. Oh, man. It's some stuff in there that I didn't even know, right? I didn't even know. Guys, it's pretty educational. There's some stuff I didn't even know. Like, I knew how much of a pool like the rich and powerful have on our presidential candidates, not to this extent. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Like you think we have a democracy, but we barely do. Like we're hanging on to that democracy. We barely have it. It's insane. It's insane. It's crazy. But yeah, dude, come on. No. Dude, we're gonna be on here for a while anyway. I can talk about Secession. Screw you guys. Come on, Clan, let's talk. No! I'll end the stream right now. The new Spider-Man movie was sick. It really was. It was phenomenal. How's your eye? It's absolutely terrible. I'm trying to feel better so we can dive in. End it, I dare you. I don't want to. No spoilers? I'm not gonna spoil it. Man, your allergies act up when you talk about Spurs. Yes. Y'all be hating on Clan for talking about his show. Yeah. This whole stream can be me talking about my show. Like, legit. Clan got pink eye? Dude, I hope that's not what it is. How long does that last? Like conjunctivitis or whatever? I don't even know how I would have got it. How long would that last? A week? I can't do that. I can't do a week. Nah, I can't do a week. I ain't got that. Like a week. Nah, I ain't got that. 2 weeks is the most. Nope. I don't have that. I can't do a week. Rename stream Clan talking about Secession. I might. Have you seen Hell's Paradise? No, I haven't. I do have the first volume of that. Oh no, I saw the first episode. Wash your hands. I do wash my. Dude, I hate you guys. I hate all of you. I'm not listening. I'm gonna ban you. Who's getting banned? Mario's getting banned. And West Side, I think. I don't know. Oh my God. I think it's just allergies, honestly. Any Wemby merch in the shop? Yes. Oh, by the way, the Wemby, or not Wemby, the Clan, the merch fan shop. If you order now, you're gonna be waiting a while. Okay, I'm finishing up on this batch and then another batch. But if you order now, it's gonna be a while because I'm actually going out of town for a couple weeks and I won't be here. So, yeah. Well, okay. That's a lie. I'm gonna be gone for a few days. You'll have plenty of like videos for those few days. Actually, we'll be recording it in this live stream, and then on Thursday, I'll be back. Well, Wednesday I'll be back, and then Thursday is the draft, so we'll live stream the draft. Probably live stream Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah. If your eye itch is allergies, well, I mean, it could. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna die. Okay, I'm just gonna die. It's all right. It was a nice run. It was a nice run. I got Wemby, so I'm just gonna die now. Okay. Yeah, rest in peace. R.I.P. I'm gone. I'm just gonna die. Do you have any big boy sizes? Like, I mean, 3X. If it's anything bigger, it has to be something else. Us talking Walker first? Who's Walker? Can I take over your merch then? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, why are we wait, what happened with Jarris Walker? Did I miss something? All right, enough of Secession. It's a great show. Go watch it, okay? HBO Max. Did something happen with Jarris Walker? Jarris Walker could be just what the Indiana Pacers need in the NBA draft. Wait, what? Why we bring up Walker? Spurs said they want him? They did? Where'd you see that? That is a random one. Well, we can talk about that. That can be a topic if that's true. I didn't see that. On one of the earliest posts, he said Spurs are going to trade up to get 2 players. What were their names and what picks would they possibly be at, Clan? The 2 players were Anthony Black and Kobe Buffkin. So, yeah, it wasn't Jarris Walker. Where you guys get Jarris Walker from? Send me your Ginobili merch and I'll get buried in it. I don't know. I don't know if they're trolling. We don't really need Jared's. Are they trolling? I don't know. It's a joke, clan. That was a joke? That wasn't even funny. You see Buffkin as a 1 or 2? 1. Because you already have Devin Vassell. He does look nice. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll get into some topics. First and foremost, I was going to talk about Jakob, by the way, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay. We're not talking about Jakob. Because it was reported initially that he could be on the move. And I was just going to talk about how great we were at like finessing everybody, but that doesn't seem like that's the case. So they expect to re-sign him. But we are good at finessing people. Clan, you look like you should have a cigarette behind your ear right now. This isn't for a do-rag. This isn't a do-rag. All right. Okay. All right. You guys are distracting me. Screw all of you. All right. You guys ready? Let's talk about some stuff. Okay. I won't go from thing to thing because I'm like miserable right now. Yeah, I'm like miserable right now. So we're going to take our time. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Check this out. I don't know if you guys seen this one, but chat, check this out. Vegas odds makers projects Wembanyama will not average monster numbers in NBA rookie season. What? Okay, so basically all they said is they don't believe, or I don't know how they even come up with these projections, to be honest, but he won't average a double-double. So they have him per game having 2.5 blocks, 8.5 rebounds, and 17.5 points per game. Absolutely insane. Actually, for the fun of it, what I want to do is let's look up Tim Duncan's stats. Let's see here. We're going to go all the way to his rookie year. 1997. All right, so Duncan averaged 21.1 points, 2.5 blocks, so it would be the same amount of blocks, 2.7 assists. What was the other one? No, Ken 5. Leave me alone. 8.5 rebounds. He averaged... Duncan was an absolute monster right out the gate, wasn't he? This man averaged 12 rebounds a game as a rookie. 21 points, 12 rebounds as a rookie. That's absolutely insane. By the way, here's another thing too. I wouldn't get your hopes up too much as far as Victor Wembanyama leading us to a playoff run. Maybe a play-in, maybe, possibly, but I don't necessarily think so. Not only is he still trying to find his way, and we're going to look at an interview later on that, but also I just don't see it. Especially Tim Duncan's team was much better. They were just a much better team overall. They were already established. They were already basically ready to win. They just needed an extra piece, and he was that extra piece. Also, Duncan coming into the league, he was 21, right? Full grown man. Wemby's a teenager. So it's just some things to keep in mind. I don't think that Wemby would necessarily do that. But I will say this, watching these games, because I watched the entire final, actually I watched the entire playoff run from Wembanyama, every single game. In that last game that happened today, and whenever I upload this video for future people, I'm just talking to the chat, today, he was really impressive. Let's bring that up, actually. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but here we go. He had 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 assists, 6 of 11 field goal percentage, 9 for 9 free throws. So 100%. And some people have brought this up, and I don't like it for this game. It makes me believe that some people didn't watch this game, because quite a few people had the argument that why didn't he get the ball more at the end? And I was like, okay, I saw it for game 1 and 2, but this past game, they were actively trying to give him the ball. Like, it just seems like the opponent, they were just doing a really good job of making sure he does not get the ball. And with the court being shrinked, and on top of it, they could be so physical to the point where I don't even like it. It was times where it wasn't even enjoyable for me how physical they could get. He couldn't get the ball at all. Like there were so many seals and just like like pushing him around. It was like, oh my goodness, dude. Like he there's no way of getting the ball. And even times where you thought that he could get open, he was trying, and his team was trying to give him the ball, but he just couldn't. And he did a really good job of playing within the game, and he didn't force anything. So I mean, I understand the idea of why didn't you just do this? Why didn't you? He's a teenager, and he had 22 points, 6 for 11, 9 for 9 free throws, and then the end of the game, they just couldn't give it to him. Like they tried, they just couldn't. But Brown had an opportunity to really make something happen. I don't know. Brown purposely shot them last 2 shots. I mean, he did, but I was just saying that in the context of the game, Wemby, they were trying to give Wemby the ball. Like, he just couldn't. Brown had good looks. Like, it was one that was pretty ugly, I'll be honest. But he had some pretty good looks. Wemby opens up a lot for his teammates. He has so much gravity. So, I don't know. That's just what I saw watching the game. I thought that overall he played within the game framework. They did try to give him the ball as much as possible, but at the end of the game, they just couldn't. They started forcing it to him to the point where it just got really ugly. But Brown has some good looks. But yeah, and by the way, these odds makers, I think he'll average more than this. But who knows? He's still trying to find his way, and on top of it, he's going to be a player which, from what we've seen, that he does not mind relinquishing some of those touches to his teammates. He plays winning basketball at the end of the day. So even though he's capable of putting up probably those G League numbers that he did in Vegas, I don't see him doing it his rookie year, right? But yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to bring that to your attention on that one. So yeah. Oh, he'll be taught how to move the ball. Oh, he did a really good job of facilitating for his teammates too. How many? Wait, it was 2 assists. Yeah, he really had more than that. He had a lot of pass to assist. Assist. I don't know what you would even call that. Pass to assist. I don't even know what you would call it. But yeah. What? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Everyone's all over the place. I don't know. Hockey assist. God dang it. I should have said hockey assist. Well, guys, I'm not recording anymore. Okay. If I had editors, if like one day this channel gets big enough where I can hire editors, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty dope. I'll say editors, add that in. But hey, I'm the editor and I'm not adding it in. I don't get paid enough. Pasta sauce? It's called pasta. I hate all of you. I don't know what you're talking about. Mechanic LeBron meme. I don't know. Oh, by the way, just to let you guys know, I will be making a Wemby song. You know how I did well, people that's new don't know this. Usually when a player gets traded, like a big name player gets traded, or we get a big name, I do a dear blah blah, right? And it's like I do a rap song to it, like writing a letter. And I'm gonna do one with Wemby. It's gonna be dope though. Oh, it's gonna be so dope. All of them have been good. I'm not gonna lie. Don't want to toot my own horn, but I think it's been pretty good. Wemby is a superstar? Yeah, for sure. San Antonio gonna get a lot more fans because of Wemby. Dude, I can already see it. You'll get more subs due to that. Dude, when he got announced, I could probably tell you the exact number of subs. It was ridiculous. Let me see. And it was so funny because there were quite a few people like heading onto the channel and like, oh, dude, just make sure you keep it up, man. You're uploading so much since we got Wemby. It's like I've been doing this for like a couple years now of this non-stop 2 videos a day thing. Let's see. I can tell you exactly how many subs since. Hold on, I won't show you this, but give me a minute. Since May, right? In May, we had a total of 1,100 subs. We had a total of about 1,400 subs since getting Wemby. So I'm expecting way more when we actually get them. The Deer tracks are great. Yeah. I think it's gonna be really good. I hope it actually blows up. None of the songs ever blow up, and some of them I think are genuinely good. Like some are corny, but like on purpose. But then some of them I'm like, okay, this is really good, but it doesn't blow up. Like, it's just as much views as my other stuff, which is frustrating. I'm gonna change that to this. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Oh, dude, we about to be super popular. How'd you become a Spurs fan in Memphis? Funny enough, another song. Another song. If you go watch Because of Manu. Here. Because of Manu, Clan the Spurs fan. It's this right here. Watch this. Okay? Because of Manu. It's also a song, which is really good. That did not blow up whatsoever. Really trash. People don't know quality, I guess. I don't know. You guys know quality, but I just, you know what I mean. I like the Manu. It's a good song. It's a good song. It was a good song. I actually poured my heart out on this one, man. It was hard to write. Like, really hard to write. It's like a traumatic event. Not like it is a traumatic event. Do you think Spurs will have a lot of bandwagon fans now? I don't know, man. It's really hard to judge whether or not someone's a bandwagon. You know what I mean? Like, what we call people that started liking the Spurs after the 2014 championship bandwagon fan. I don't know. I mean, I started off a Manu fan and then became a Spurs fan. So I'm sure people are going to start off a Wemby fan and become a Spurs fan. Or maybe they're just a Wemby fan, you know? But I don't know. Click your live video. What? Can we talk Spurs news? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Timmy, do you want to run the channel? I relinquish it to you. You can run the channel if you want. No, I came to this channel expecting not talk Spurs. I hate all of you. Timmy owns the channel. Yeah, Timmy owns the channel now. You own the channel, Timmy. Timmy, run it. Go ahead. Run it, Timmy. What you want to talk about? Wouldn't it be something if that was the real Tim Duncan? Even if you were the real Tim Duncan, I'll still tell you off. All right. All right, let's see. What next we got? What we got next? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I actually forgot to bring this one up. That's on me. I have to first find this stupid video. What is all this stuff? Ah, here it is. From Don Harris, actually. All right. Let's move it all the way over here. All right. And it was 3 and 4. My man sensitive today. Hey, man, I'm a sensitive person. All right. All right, guys. Okay, enough nonsense. Listen. All right, listen. I think this is actually pretty cool. So, you know LJ Ellis, right? He does a really phenomenal job of getting intel, getting insight when it comes to our Spurs. And I thought that these two sections were pretty interesting nonetheless. So he basically talks about the Nuggets, and he says that the San Antonio Spurs are like really ecstatic the fact that the Denver Nuggets won the championship. So let's see. While the Spurs are happy about the Nuggets winning the championship, the Miami Heat, or is it 2 and 3? It's actually 2 and 3. Sorry. The Miami Heat are another favorite of San Antonio front office. Even back when the Spurs and the Heat battled in the finals, the two franchises had a lot of respect for each other. Interestingly, according to a Spurs source, Heat president Pat Riley was the first NBA executive to contact the head honchos of the Spurs to congratulate the franchise about winning Wembanyama lottery. That's insane. Okay. I knew that we had respect for the Heat. I didn't know it was that deep. But this is the one I want to talk about, actually. Speaking of Jokic, multiple members of the Spurs organization are thrilled that the Nuggets won the 2023 NBA championship. First of all, there's a special bond between the Spurs and the Nuggets due to both organizations being former ABA franchises. So I just wanted to show this connection because I thought this was pretty dope. And there's also something else that I want to bring up, and it's down here about Greg Popovich. But check this out. So I came across this video, and I just thought it was pretty interesting. All right, little history lesson if you guys didn't know. So just going to turn that on up. And yeah, check this out. This is from Don Harris on Extra Point. I don't know. I guess it's on the news. I have no idea.
Starting tonight,
oh, my God. Playing my headphones, dog. Not my freaking thing. Here we go.
Or don't really have a dog in the hunt? Well, if you're a Spurs fan, you might consider Denver, and here's why. First of all, like the Spurs, they're an old ABA franchise, the last of the Spurs, Nuggets, Pacers, and Nets to make the finals. And of the four, only the Spurs have won a championship. Get this, former Spurs coach Bob Bass was Denver's first ever coach back in 1967. And that's just the beginning. Larry Brown coached both the Spurs and the Nuggets. So did Doug Moe. Alan Bristow and George Karl both coached the Nuggets after playing for the Spurs. And former Spurs marketing whiz Russ Bookbinder got his start working for the Nuggets, where the owner of the Nuggets at the time was, wait for it, Red McCombs. That's right, Red owned both the Spurs and...
I have no idea which one. Is that red? I can't tell which one's red. Is that red? I think that's red. Maybe that's red. I think this is red.
The Denver Nuggets. The ABA ties that bind in so many different ways.
That's red. Red was on the left. I had it right. I totally didn't look at chat just now.
Then there's the personality of the team. The Joker and Duncan. Nothing flashy, just efficient. Denver's coach said yesterday that the Joker reminds him of Tim, a selfless superstar who only cares about winning. They play defense. They play all buy-in, team-first mentality. To be fair, Eric Spoelstra and Miami have a great culture too, but for us old ABA old-timers, I'm rooting for David Thompson and the red, white, and blue ball. Go Denver. Go Mile High. Go Nuggets. That's my point. Let's hear
this was obviously before the finals, but I just thought that was pretty cool. And also, when people talk about Greg Popovich, and because there's been this whole argument on Twitter, not from Spurs fans. Spurs fans know it's BS, okay? But it's been quite a few people bringing up the fact that like no one wants to be like the Spurs, or like who cares, because people are hating now that we got Wemby, or we're getting Wemby, or whatever. But I thought that this was pretty interesting. So Nuggets head coach Michael Malone is quietly a branch of Greg Popovich's coaching tree. So if we go to this coaching tree, let's see, because I think that there was a, did he not use it? Oh, he didn't use the image. There's like this really cool image of the coaching tree. I'll go to it in a second. But anyways, as the story goes, Popovich was so impressed by Malone during a Basketball Without Borders clinic back in 2005 that he helped him get a job with Mike Brown's Cleveland Cavaliers. Without Popovich helping him get his foot in the door, Malone would be the first to tell you he wouldn't be where he is today. And that's one that we don't necessarily put in the Popovich coaching tree, but I think we should. So let's look at the coaching tree. I know I have it on my Twitter. So let's scroll through. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Where is it? There it is. Here it is. Shout out to Solo for this one. Yeah, so looking at the coaching tree here. Yeah, they don't have them on there, which that's another one you can add. Absolutely ridiculous, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous. And then there's that extra layer because obviously Mike Brown, and yeah, I don't know. Just thought it was cool. Just thought I would bring it up. Popovich has absolutely created a monster. It's just a monster, dude. And when he actually retired, we're left with some really great coaches that he created. But yeah, I don't know. This is the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. He's by far the GOAT. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It's pretty good, though. So if Malone is Lakers' daddy, then Pop is Lakers' granddaddy. Yes. You should get Swish Hill on sometime. Did you guys know that me and Swish Hill are actually best friends? Like in real life? Did you know that? We're best friends in real life. I'm literally going to visit him in a couple weeks. He's pretty far. It's gonna be a long drive. That's so cute. It is cute. Yeah, like that's literally my best friend. Dude's super cool. Just saw an interview with Danny Green on Colin Cowherd. Seems like he wants to come back to San Antonio. I swear you guys give me a lot of topics like in the middle of live streaming. Hold on. Oh, I see here. Future in Portland. I'm not gonna risk this. They copyright strike. I'm not gonna risk it. Nor would I even know where it's at. This is a 21-minute conversation. Oh, he does mention Victor Wembanyama here. But we already know Danny's thoughts on Wembanyama. We already saw him talk about it on his own podcast. I'm not gonna risk it. Maybe in a separate. Here, I'll make a note here. That way I can test whether or not it's copyright or not. It's at the end. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. It'd have to be off stream. I don't want it to be taken down. All right. Guys, I'm struggling with my eye right now. How everybody doing? We making it? I'm not making it. Let's see here. Okay, this was something. Yeah, I heard about it. Skip Bayless confirmed as Spurs' next head coach. Hey, welcome, Richard. Thanks for making it to the live stream, my boy. Why do I not have this light on? I just realized that. Yeah, I want that on. I don't know why I don't have it on. Or I didn't have it on. All right. Okay. Clan next head coach. We're not talking about that right now. Okay. Yeah, Skip Bayless is not a Spurs fan. Clan for head coach. Yes. Yes, me. Okay. Whew. My eyes. Okay. Whew. How's Mikasa? She's asleep right now. Thank God she's not jumping up here. Yeah, she's asleep. Sleeping on our little cat tree. Zaza Pachulia for next coach. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Just full circle, huh? Screw us as an opponent, and then he can screw us as a coach. All right. All right. Some other news. This kind of stood out to me, and it's from the same article. LJ Ellis is great. Okay, look here. All right. This was pretty interesting to me. What's the next step for Wembanyama? He will finish the finals. Obviously, that already happened. And then he'll go to the Spurs during the NBA draft after San Antonio makes it official. After that, he'll be eligible to play for the Spurs in the Summer League. But according to the Spurs source, that is unlikely to happen. So he's not going to play in the Summer League. I didn't think that was really worth a video in and of itself to even talk about. Moving on, there's something in here in particular that I just wanted to discuss, and we'll also see what he had to say, because Wembanyama did have something to say after his finals loss. But as of right now, the Spurs expect Wembanyama to sit out for the Summer League games. He may practice with the team, but San Antonio wants him to rest after Metropolitan's 92's deep run in the postseason. Additionally, Wembanyama wants to play for the French national team this summer, so that makes it even more imperative for him to rest as much as possible during the month of July. Okay, so let me go and say this right now. He's going to be one of those players that you have to protect from himself. I I think I've said this before in another video or maybe a live stream briefly. I don't recall, but that's kind of the consensus that I get from Wembanyama. I think that you're gonna have to really protect him. Oh my God, Wembanyama, Jesus, freaking chat, Wembanyama. All right, I'm just gonna say Wemby. But yeah, so Wemby, I really think that you're gonna have to protect him from himself. He really reminds me of, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I mean this in a good way, okay? I'm a Cowboys fan, so I think that this is a good comparison. Not necessarily talent wise or transcendent wise, but mentality wise for sure. He kind of reminds me of Tony Romo in a way. Because when it came to Tony, oftentimes, like especially later on in his career, he would just hurt himself all the freaking time. Like, and I felt like nobody on the coaching staff ever protected him, like ever. They didn't protect him from himself. It was too many times where he would drop back and pass where they didn't try to protect him until later on in his career. It's like, okay, let's give him a line. Okay, let's give him a running back. And I feel like with Wembanyama is kind of the same thing. You're going to have to protect him because there's so many games that he just wants to play. And I don't know. I'm not saying that he's going to be like injured or anything. He's super young. All right. It's not the same thing. Tony Romo was injury prone, to be honest. But yeah, just overall, I think that you got to protect him. Oh gosh. I need water. Oh. Gosh. I'm dying. Woo. Dying on stream. Okay, last thing for this segment. Last thing. Hold on. Oh God. Let's make it through. Let's make it through. Before I pass out, let's make it through. This is what he had to say about the NBA draft, okay? After losing in the finals. Here we go. The moment when my name is going to be pronounced by Adam Silver is the moment that I've dreamed of for a long time. It is sure that I will have the ball in my stomach, or I will have the ball in my... I don't know what that means. I don't know. It will be an extremely special moment. So he's looking forward to it. I'm dying. I'm ending the segment for this one. Just it's done, guys. I'm going to get some water. Hold on. God. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Timmy, is your channel now. Guys, you can't tell me I don't love this team. Oh man. Woo. All right. I'm back. Oh crap. I'm dropping stuff. I'm back. I'm good. We're good, guys. I'm telling you, I'm trying to. You good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to make it through. I'm telling you, I'm going through it right now. You have no idea. I'm trying. Oh gosh. Ooh. All right. What? Dude, I don't know if I'm not, no, you gotta be trolling. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading it out loud. You're trolling. I hope you're trolling. Huh? I don't know if you also saw. Oh, thank you, Hans. Like a trapdoor spider deserves at least $5. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I knew what the ball in the stomach thing was. I just, you know, I was kind of distracted. Okay, saw the Ariel Helwani interview. Okay, that's something. Ariel Helwani. And you said it was, who talked to Porzingis talked about him? What did Porzingis have to say? This is 2 weeks ago? This one? You said it's at 2710?
Who's expected to be the number 1.
Oh, okay. Giving your boy some content, huh? All right. Well, that's interesting. All right. Okay. So shout out to who gave me this again? Hold on. Jay? Okay, Jay in the chat. Thank you so much. This is pretty cool. All right, so apparently your boy Porzingis, this wasn't part of the stream discussions, but hey, I want to know what Porzingis has to say. So you talked about Wembanyama, so we're gonna watch that right now, actually.
Well, and I wish, as I said, I wish
Can you guys hear that? Hold on, I can barely hear him. Hold on.
Dallas well.
Okay, and finally, just curious to get your thoughts on Victor Wembanyama, who's expected to be the number 1 pick this summer. Obviously, you weren't the number 1 pick, but it felt like you were because of all the attention in New York, and you have a similar frame. And what do you make of his game, and do you think that he will be successful in the NBA?
Man, this guy, I think this guy's different. I think he's like, he's just like a, wow, he's like a superhuman almost, you know.
Okay, all right, guys. I think we have every right to get hype. Okay, if you're going against it, if you're going against the grain at this point, you're just a contrarian. Okay, you were probably the same person that didn't want the Spurs to tank. Okay, if you go against Wembanyama at this point, you're just a contrarian, because now who do we have now? We have Steph Curry, we have Giannis, we have LeBron, we have, shoot, I went through so many. Who else did we get? Danny Green. I mean, everyone's talked about him. Who am I missing? Who else did it? Curry, Durant, LeBron. Those are the big names that I'm thinking, but I know there's been way more. We did so many videos already. There's so many people that talked about him already. But yeah, at this point, you're just contrarian. The best of the best have talked about Shaq. Okay. I feel like Barkley was pretty negative, but he was just like, we got to wait and see, you know, which isn't great. Like that's not a great breakdown of a player or projections of a player. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. I was trying to see if the chat had any other. You said Cat? I don't remember Cat saying anything. Okay. Anyways, let's listen.
He can move, his handles and everything. I saw something that you know, he's like a mixture of a lot of like great players. You know, like he has like handles like KD.
Yeah, Garnett. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Porzingis.
You know, and it's for his height. He's even taller than me, 7'4".
Right.
And I don't know if you saw that highlight where he shot the 3, like a step back 3, and then went to get his own rebound. Like, that's insane. I haven't seen that. I don't know if ever, you know. So I'm very excited to see him in the NBA. And also, like, you know, now he's playing and he's playing great. But like during the summer, I remember at that age how fast you get better, you know, and how fast he's gonna keep getting better. I think it's gonna be insane.
Any advice you'd give him?
I don't know. I think the main thing for him is like keeping his body healthy. You know, obviously he's gonna have this, like, I don't know, like if he gets like one small injury, people are gonna write him off. You know, like, oh, it's injury prone, he's never gonna, you know, like it's not gonna be like that. Of course, he's, you know, gonna roll an ankle or something. Sometimes gonna happen. Hopefully, never. But I just wish him like the best health. I think from the stuff that I've seen, some small clips, like he's doing a lot of like good stuff for his body. I think he's already like way ahead of the game, and he has good people around him. And yeah, I just wish him like health and yeah. And what I love about him is like the confidence that he has. You know what I mean? That's super important.
Mm-hmm.
Him coming in, he knows he's the best in that draft class, and there's no chance that he's not going number 1. You know, so. I'm excited to see what he's capable of next season.
Dare I say his game is a little unicorn-esque.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I think he's like an upgraded version of
Dang, Porzingis just basically said he's better than me. Like, how often do you get that from a player just saying like flat out, oh yeah, he's better than me? He legit just said it. I don't know. It's like so much respect he has for this kid that hasn't even stepped in the NBA yet. That's insane to me. That's pretty cool. And yeah, everything that he said is nothing new. Like, as far as his attitude, his confidence, we talked about how him and Scoot kind of go back and forth as far as, like, I think Wembanyama said if I didn't exist, Scoot would go number one. You know, Scoot's like, I think I should go number one. You know, and those guys compete hard against each other. And one thing that I really think is great, okay, and what we really saw is if you go back and you watch the Vegas games again, those 2 Vegas games, you really see the distance between those two. Like there is a huge distance. Not huge. I won't go that far. Okay, but there is a distance between Victor and Scoot. Like big distance. Not huge, but pretty large. Okay. And what I mean by that is in that game, Scoot looked like he was getting the better end of Wembanyama, especially in the first game. But then when you look at when the game got tough in the fourth quarter and Wemby's team really need him to step up a notch, he was just non-stop, man. It was like play after play after play. Guys, go back and watch that game. Obviously, I can't show it on stream because copyright stuff. But go back and watch that game, or at least the highlights of it, and look at you can just fast forward to 5 minutes when it was like 5 minutes left. It was play after play after play from Wemby. I mean, he just completely took over on both ends of the court. It was absolutely nasty, disgusting. And then you were able to see that divide between him and Scoot, that yes, Victor is indeed better. And once again, like I said, there's some contrarians that's out there saying, I think we should take Scoot. But no. He is better. He is definitely better. Scoot is great too. But yeah, it'd be nice if we got both. But I'm just saying, yeah. I don't know. Let's see if he has anything else to say.
Me and many other players.
Very, very last thing. I have to ask you an MMA question because I know you're...
MMA. Nope. You guys got any thoughts on this? This was a really good video. I appreciate it, Jay. Yeah. I mean, everything that he said is what we know at this point. I'm just shocked by how much respect he has for Wembanyama. Jeez. You don't like MMA? I just don't care to... You guys want to... All right, whatever.
Such a big fan. I love when you're tweeting about MMA and whatnot. I know that you were once a huge Conor McGregor fan. In fact, I think you went to the press conference when it was him and Khabib, that very infamous one. Are you still a big Conor fan, even though he's not as active these days?
Yeah, of course. Always. You know, I'm always gonna, small like piece of my heart.
I'm bored. I can't. Yeah. Great stuff, though. Great stuff. Sorry, I got bored. I can't do it. I followed this channel since when it had 20 followers. Oh, man. That content was terrible. I just had my phone. Sometimes I'll be in my car or I will be in a room. Like, I don't know. It was terrible quality. I was a tryhard, too. Now I'm just more myself when I'm on here. I don't really worry about anything. I think when you first starting off, you're trying to find like, oh, what's your angle? What's your theme? What's your voice? You know, how do you want to go about these videos? Now I'm just like, I don't care. I like the OG days, bro. It's whatever. This is better. Just say Wemby. I'm gonna say both. It remained terrible quality. Jokes. No, I agree. It is trash. It's better, but it is trash. I miss the old Clan. Shut up. I watched Clan the Spurs fan when he was still Clan the Grizzlies fan. I was never Clan the Grizzlies fan. You guys are ridiculous. All right. Okay. This is what I have to put up with. All right. That was a good video, though. I had no idea that was even a thing. All right. What else was news? Oh. Okay. Chat. Listen. There's some really big news here. I actually really like this one. All right, so here it is. It's no surprise that the Spurs aren't too enthused about the idea of adding 2 second-rounders to their roster. With up to 6 first-round picks in the next 2 drafts, San Antonio will need to think twice before investing a roster spot in multiple years of development on a second-round pick. Keeping pick number 33, if someone the front office likes falls into their laps, is a plausible outcome, but from what I've heard, keeping 33 and 44 is unlikely. All right, so apparently the Spurs are going to trade away one of these picks. Now, here's the thing. Guys. This is what's funny about this. This year, this would be a really good idea. And the reason being is because second-round picks this year are worth much more than they would have last year. For instance, Terquavian Smith, in my humble opinion, I think that last season, this is why I don't know why he went back to college. Last season, he would have been like a mid first round pick, if not late first round pick, like easily, I think. Even, let's see, Hami, I think that's how you say it, right? And you guys can correct me in the chat. You always correct me anyway. Hami here, he's like super good, bro. The only reason why he's in the second round is because he's 22. That's it. But other than that, like he is phenomenal. He's my type of player too, by the way. I love those real crafty, smart guys. And he's a pretty complete package overall. I think he will work super well next to Wembanyama. But all I'm saying is, Jaime, there we go. Thank you, Jaime. Yeah, he's super good. So that's another one where I think in last year's draft he probably would have been late first round, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. It's a very interesting draft, and I think that a lot of these players. I mean, Julian Phillips, what the heck? He's going 40. Like, yeah, these guys are worth quite a bit this season. This is a very special draft. So I know that everyone was in the sweepstakes for Wembanyama, Wemby, right? And there's a huge distance between Vic, Scoot, Brandon. I think Vic, there's a big distance, and then Scoot and Brandon Miller, and then there's a big distance. But overall, I think this draft is deeper than last draft. Oh yeah, Emoni Bates. I feel like, wasn't there some type of controversy with him? Him switching schools, and people kind of talked about that. His name was huge at one point, and then it just kind of dwindled off. But yeah, that's another one though. Emoni Bates. I mean, last season we were talking about how he could potentially be a lottery pick in this draft, right? I mean, a couple years ago, that he could be a lottery pick in the future. So it's a lot of talent here. I mean, a lot of talent. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just something to think about, you know? Just something to think about. So the Spurs getting rid of a second round pick, usually that's not that big of a deal. You know, you're not going to get much out of it, but the Spurs could potentially, that second round pick, or maybe even using both of those second round picks, could be the difference between you moving up in the draft or not. I mean, you can use a couple first round picks in the future, those two, or one of these two, and that's a good enough package, right? So I don't know, just something to keep in mind. And I think that's pretty cool that they are going to more than likely trade away one of those. Something to think about. Guys. Now I'm getting kind of cold. I got this fan on. Hold on, looking at the notes. See. Let's see. All right, here's another one. Guys, how long is a NBA rookie contract? Four-year deal. Option to keep the player for years 3 and 4. Oh gosh, you don't have that much time to prove yourself, do you? 4 years, yeah. Okay. All right. My cat right now has the zoomies. She has the zoomies, guys. All right, listen. Popovich. All right, we got to talk about Popovich. And in a good way, as always. So check this out. So this is from LJ Ellis. Once again, this is just a great article. LJ Ellis always brings the heat, bro. I love LJ. Don't expect an official announcement, but the front office is operating as if Popovich will return to the sidelines for at least one more season. So if you guys remember, we already talked about this before, but he was praising Zach Collins, saying that Zach Collins is our center for the future, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we assumed already that Popovich wouldn't be going anywhere anytime soon, especially now. I mean, he was having fun before. I mean, he's about to have a field day. A couple sources I've discussed this with believe that the addition of Wembanyama can help convince the coaching legends to stick around for a while longer. I don't think he needs that much convincing, to be honest. Popovich's latest contract expired after the 2023 season. According to the team source, if and when he officially decides to return, Popovich is expected to sign a 3-year contract that will pay him in the neighborhood of $14 million per year. The contract will also allow him to opt out after either of the first 2 seasons. So he just has all of, like, he has all the power here, which he should. He's Popovich. But that's pretty cool, bro. If we can get him for 3 more seasons, that's insane. That also gives us a little bit more time, because right now, I'll be honest, man, I just don't feel convinced with anybody to just like put them in the role after a season. I just do not feel it right now. And coaches get fired so often nowadays, so I'm sure someone would be available in those 3 years. It's not a guarantee, but I believe Pop would probably ride out the 3 years. I mean, he rides out all his contracts. I mean, to the point where I think back in 2015, 16, I mean, there were rumors that Popovich could be gone. And then especially after all the stuff with Kawhi, there were rumors Popovich could be gone. But Pop is having too much fun at this point. And he's talked about Tim Duncan not really being into coaching. And, you know, some guys just love it differently than others. Some guys want to put their all in basketball in different ways, and he's just one of those guys. He said Ginobili will be next. I am just not. How do I say this? Manu Ginobili is my favorite player of all time, but I am not quick to say Ginobili will be a great coach. I'm just not quick to say that without any coaching experience whatsoever. Is it possible? Yes. Has he seen great coaching? Has he been around great coaching his whole career? Yes. Has he been around basketball his whole career? Yeah, yes, right? He's been around great basketball minds, but I'm just not 100% sold that great. It's kind of rare sometimes that really great players like Ginobili end up also being really great coaches. It happens, but it's pretty rare. I would much rather Becky, if she can come. By the way, we're gonna have to talk about Becky because there's a lot of controversy there. But hopefully those things aren't true. But I don't know. But overall, I would like Becky. That's still who I'm sold on. But hey, Brett Brown. Someone said Brett Brown. I mean, Brett Brown. Yeah. Keep in mind too, guys. You have Wembanyama. All right. So I'm not expecting anyone to come in and be as great as Popovich. You don't have to be. Steve Kerr was one. Yeah. Remember we talked about that. Steve Kerr was, it was a report that Steve Kerr could potentially be the next coach after Pop, which would be awesome. But you don't need someone to be on the same level as Pop. You just need a good coach. Coach Bud, I'll be cool with Coach Bud. I know people like angry with him. I'll be cool with that. But you have Wembanyama. When you have a superstar of that caliber, well, what we expect him to be, you can manage with a good coach. Okay. There's been coaches that won championships that weren't the best of coaches, but you get a good coach, you can manage. Increase your chances a little bit. Doc Rivers, yeah. How about no? Doc Rivers, yeah. How about no? That's a no for me, fam. Sorry, I doubt Becky will ever get a head coach in NBA. You mean after the controversy, or you just mean in general? I think she could be a head coach in the NBA. She's definitely good enough. And she definitely deserves it over a lot of different candidates that get the head coaching job. Steven Jackson, I don't trust him with the personnel. We have a bunch of Ja Morants in there. And then when Ja says, I need some help, he'll say, you don't need therapy. Go out there and play ball. Where's Quinn Snyder? Oh, that's a good question. Where is Quinn Snyder? No doubt she could coach, just never going to lead men, in my opinion. Well, that's an NBA issue, right? Is she capable? Shoot, yeah. NBA players aren't weirdos like that. Like, yeah, they'll be fine. She's a great leader. I don't see why she wouldn't be able to. That's just more like an NBA thing, NBA problem, not a Becky problem. What happened with Becky? Okay. All right. I actually didn't. Oh crap! Here come Mikasa. She woke up. Oh gosh. Now Mikasa, I don't want to have to put you out. She's walking off. Good. I'll bring up the Becky Hammon stuff. Let's see. Gosh, it's not great, guys. It's not great, guys. It's terrible. It's terrible. I also want to bring up that she denied it. I think she denied it. She was also considered for NBA jobs too, by the way. So as far as will she get a job in the NBA? Like, she can. She just decided to stay with the Aces. Let's see. Oh, there she is. There she is. Response? Should it be Becky Hammon respond? Here we go. Oh. All right. Chat wants to know what happened with Becky. We got to talk about it. I talked about it in another stream, and I just never uploaded it because we had so much Vic stuff to talk about. But this is something that we need to at least discuss when talking about whether or not Becky will come back and all that good stuff. All right. So this is what happened, okay? I won't read through this whole article. I'll just kind of summarize it a little bit. As I get my cat off of my keyboard. Oh my gosh. Ugh. She knocked down my thing. Okay. All right. Cat's off the keyboard. All right, summarizing it. So this player, how do I say it? Darica Hamby. So she became pregnant, and apparently, at least what she's alleging, is that Becky Hammon, and I don't know if it was just Becky, it sounded like it was someone else as well, but Becky was the big name, that she was very unprofessional and started to question her commitment, Hamby's commitment to the team. And that's pretty bad. That's not good at all, because she had just got contract negotiation and extension, I believe. And after that, she ended up, found out that she was pregnant. And apparently what she said was that Becky Hammon started questioning how she feels about the team. And she also had this to say: the unprofessional and unethical way that I have been treated has been traumatizing. So in other words, she feels like she's been bullied, essentially, by Becky. Now, there is a line here, okay? If this is true, and I know that this happens in the WNBA, okay? This actually is an issue in the WNBA. Not saying Becky necessarily did it 100%, but we know that this is a issue. That's never okay. That's like a line you do not cross, okay? People still have to live their lives here, and you can't question her commitment to the team because she happened to get pregnant. That's insane to me. I don't understand that. That's absolutely insane. You shouldn't do that with guy players either. You know, sometimes you have to, you know, get things done that would have you out for a little while. Like, for instance, I know this isn't the same, but, you know, mental health things. Like, if a player says, hey, I need to walk away for a few months, I mean, do you then say, are you really committed to this team? No, that's gross. That's gross behavior, okay? At the end of the day, this is a job. You have a life, you know, and sometimes those, you know, they don't need to get intertwined the way that some workspaces do it. It's just disgusting, okay? It's gross behavior. Okay, that's a good point. Ben and Kyrie. Okay, they're a little sketchy. Kyrie in particular, okay? Ben Simmons, I kind of bought that. Kyrie is kind of weird. He's flaky about everything. Okay, maybe not Kyrie, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not professional behavior. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, just think about it for anything. Like, think about it for your job, right? Like, you don't want the boss, like, questioning whether or not you're committed to, I don't know, wherever you're working, because you had a family emergency, because you had a mental health thing that you need to deal with. If you're capable of being pregnant, like, because you got pregnant, like, that's BS. That's bogus, dog. That's terrible. It reeks of toxic competitiveness. Yes, very toxic. It's gross. It's gross. But to be fair, this is what Becky Hammon had to say. So she responded to the allegations of bullying pregnant player. And this is what she had to say about the situation. By the way, she got 2-game suspension. I'll take my little lump on the chin and keep moving. We're bigger than this. It's just not who the Aces are. It's not who I am. And so, yeah, everybody's disappointed in the situation, but at the end of the day, we know who we are. And so we go to sleep every night in that truth. And moving on, let's see. The WNBA said Hammon violated the league and team's respect in the workplace policies. The Aces were also found to have promised Hamby impermissible. Oh my God, I cannot talk. I cannot read. Benefits. Moving on. This is what she had to say. Hammon admitted she did ask Hamby about her pregnancy one time, but wouldn't disclose what was said. Oh, guys, that's not good. That's not good. This is what she had to say. I guess you have to ask for the league's interpretation, but yeah, that from my understanding was my misstep, if you will. That's not good. Also, just reading this, it sounds like she's not like regretful at all, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I can't really judge it. We made the decision to move Hamby because we could get 3 bodies in for her one contract. I think it's very evident who we signed and why we made the move. But Hamby's pregnancy was never an issue, and it was never the reason she was traded. It just wasn't. Oh man, gosh. It came down to math and business. That's all it was. Nothing personal. Oh gosh, guys, I don't know if I'm buying it too much. Okay. In response to WNBA's discipline of the Aces and Hammon, Hamby said she wanted to move forward and focus on where she is today. I'm healthy. I'm happy. My son is healthy, and I'm going to be playing basketball this season. Just want to focus on moving forward. This part of it is over, and then me and the union will continue to explore my options. Yeah. Okay, just surface level, just reading it, this doesn't really seem like okay, even if she's not regretful and she feels like I did nothing wrong, this is BS. This is still unsympathetic. Like maybe it wasn't just Becky, but maybe like she kind of, fueled the flames just a little bit. Like maybe some other people have already said some things and it was kind of out of whack, and then you bring up her pregnancy and it's like, ugh, and then you get traded. It's just a bad look, and it reeks of not being empathetic, sympathetic to this situation. Not good stuff. Not great. What's that? I heard there was stuff in a contract about pregnancy which could have led to Becky's reaction. I don't know if it's factual though, but it could make sense. There was stuff in the contract. They put things in the contract about pregnancy and that. Really? Why did they punish the team for what Hammon said? Well, Becky got a 2-game suspension. How did they punish the team? Am I missing something? Hamby and a 2024 first-round pick was traded to the Sparks in January of for a 2024 second-round pick and rights to Amanda. Allegations that her pregnancy negatively impacted that. How did it impact the team? They lost pick. Oh, they did. Oh, they lost picks. They took a draft pick away. Docked first-round pick. Oh man, it was this one? It was this 2024 first-round pick. Well, I'm gonna assume. Look, I don't know exactly how the WNBA functions, but I'm gonna assume they did their due diligence here. And I mean, Becky in and of herself didn't make the trade, right? And I mean, if you tamper in some way in the NBA, they might take a pick away. So it might be fair. Read the paragraph says the NBA. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I missed it here. In relation to our contract extension negotiation resulting in the team being docked, it's 2025 first round draft pick. Okay, got you. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. It's the same thing with the NBA though. If you do some funny business, that you can get in trouble for it. So I guess it's fine. I don't know. It's a sticky situation. Does this affect my... I'll tell you how my thoughts work, okay? And this might be hypocritical of me, and I'm sorry, okay? I truly am, and maybe I need to sit with this a little longer. But I don't necessarily think that this affects my thoughts as far as if Becky Hammon could be a great coach. I mean, she is a great coach. That she could be a great coach in the NBA, a really good coach in the NBA. So it doesn't really affect that too much. But it does affect, or at least change my perspective on her. I've always had some type of perspective, or I don't know, just overall thought about her, and now it's a little tainted. It's a little tainted. I don't like her response. I'll be honest. I don't like this response. It's too stoic. But hey, maybe she really feels like, hey, I have nothing to be sorry about. But it's just a little weird. It's a little weird. In this case, it's like, just don't respond. You know, I'll take my little lump on the chin and keep moving. That's a response to someone saying they were traumatized by you. Like, that's just a bad. I don't know. It's just weird. I just think she forgot she was coaching women, as and never had to deal with pregnant players. Such as weird situation altogether. Yeah. But you can't forget that you're coaching women. You know? But you can't forget that. You can't forget it. You can't forget these are human beings. You can't forget that. How do you forget that? How do you forget that? And she's like pro civil rights. She's pro. Yeah. How do you can't forget that? That's insane. I think you're just trying to be courteous to Becky. And I'm not like calling you out or nothing. I just think you're just trying to be courteous. Or give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, there's been like 50 people in the chat bring up Josh Primo. I don't know what Josh Primo's doing now. He's still on our books though. Where is that? Yeah, he's still getting paid for next season. So maybe we'll hear something about him next season. I think he's still getting paid, unless that's been taken out. Maybe you guys got some info I don't, but yeah, I think he's getting paid next season. Oh my goodness, Swerve City, that's terrible. Clan doesn't have his number, guys. Yeah, Becky stuff is terrible though. Terrible. upsets me. All right, can you guys give me a second? I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, you got a dip. See you later, Jonathan. I'll be right back. All right. What? Jordan Clark. Why does everyone keep bringing up Jordan Clarkson? It's not just you guys. Like, I've been seeing it all over Twitter too. And I've had a few people DM me about Jordan Clarkson. Why do we want Jordan Clarkson? We need to bring Primo back, man. He never been charged with anything. Okay, I have a hot take. All right, here's my hot take. No. Don't even risk that, man. Don't even risk that. Screw that. Count your losses, man. Also, I mean, after this draft, I mean, you're not gonna have room for him. I mean, if it's true and the Spurs trade up, even on that level, you're not gonna have room for him at that point. Like, if we're interested in Kobe, Buffkin, not saying that he will be better than Primo necessarily, but like that's the type of guard the Spurs are looking for. I mean, they're already it's just like this. They're already on the search for another combo guard. Okay, they're not worried about Primo. He really screwed himself over, and that's on him. You don't bring somebody back just because they weren't, like, just because they didn't go to jail. There's other reasons not to bring somebody back. They don't have to literally go to jail for you not to bring them back, right? Ja hasn't been charged with anything either. So hey, don't suspend him. He hasn't been charged with anything. No. There's you don't want to set that precedent, okay? And that's coming from me. I'm like the biggest Primo guy. It was a settlement, right? It was a settlement between her and the Spurs. I don't know about her and Primo. I don't know what happened there. And it wasn't just her, by the way. Like, people keep bringing up just the psychology. I think it was somebody else. Like the room service lady. Look, guys, Primo had a serious problem. Okay, he needs to go get help for it. I'm all for rehabilitation. Okay, so I'm not just saying like throw him in the dirt, but he needs to go. He doesn't need to be with the Spurs. He need to go get rehab, fix that issue, and maybe someone to give him a chance. I just don't think the Spurs should. I mean, they gave him. He had everything, guys. that's kind of what hurts the most, especially as a fan, because you guys know how much I love Primo. He had everything. Like, the Spurs were giving him the keys. It was very apparent that they were doing that. But now you can't trust them with them no more. You know, it's not worth it. And I know people bring up like, well, Kobe got to change. That's Kobe, all right. And that's the Lakers. We're not the Lakers. He's not Kobe Bryant. We're the San Antonio Spurs. Our greatest player is Tim Duncan. That's the president you set, all right? That's what you live by. That's all I'm saying. Bring back Derek. Derek would fit well. I hope Derek can win a championship. Clan Thinking Basketball just dropped a video on Wemby. Let me see if it will be copyright or not. Good timing, by the way. That's 10 months ago. Am I missing it? Where would it be? The scouting report. I actually don't know which one it will be. It's on the official site. Official site. Yeah, because I see it's not on here. So this will be Thinking Basketball, right? Oh, I'm subscribed to them. I didn't even realize I was subscribed to them. Oh, okay. Is it like their podcast? I'm gonna have to check it out whenever they actually make a video of it. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Mega Mind, I wouldn't mind. What are we talking about, Derek White? Mike Conley and Kobe Buffkin will be amazing for us. Let me ask you guys this, okay? How sold are you on Blake Wesley? How sold are you on Blake Wesley? Oh, it's on the NBA site. Oh, I'm definitely not risking it then. He alright. Not sold. He alright. Give time. Not sold. Not sold at all. 65% sold. Project player. I'll trade Wesley. He's cold. Okay, so you think he's good. I have a bias. That's why I'm asking. Like, I'm legitimately just wanting to ask because I have a bias towards Blake Wesley. I'm just not huge on like your number one attribute being the athleticism. That's just not my preference when it comes to point guards are always like high IQ, crafty, shifty, you know, versatile. Like I think he has a lot. Yeah, I've seen flashes. Yeah, he has a lot of good flashes, and he plays really hard. And I think that he has obviously athleticism. He can get hot at any given moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being like a 6-man, which is really good. But I just don't know yet as far as can I see a future where he's the starting point guard. He's super young, super early on, but I don't know. It seems like usually even early on, I got a feeling, but for him, it's just not necessarily there yet. But that's my own personal bias too. Like, if you think about players that I've liked in the past, that it tracks. Like Derek White I thought he was the best point guard since Tony. I just like really crafty guys. I mean, Jaime, right? In this draft, like that's one of my favorite players. I don't know. He's one where I haven't talked like bad about or nothing like that. Like he definitely deserves time. Like I don't think it's fair to just jump in and say I don't believe in him necessarily, but I don't know, just my bias, and it might give me some time, or it might take some time for me to like him. Sohan at the point. See, that's the thing. Sohan, before we even got him, he was my favorite player to grab. Hold on, I'm about to do I told you so. We got other segments to get into, by the way. Like, it's not done. We got several more actually. Let me see. Give me a second. Oh, guys, you won't believe this. Chat, you won't believe this. You guys just asked me what's going on with Primo. Hold on. Someone sent me this. Is that Primo? That's Primo. This is 5 days ago. I mean, and I'm not trying to shame or anything, but does he look a little? He looks slightly out of shape, but he's so good. Yeah, that movement it was more fluid, I think. And maybe it just literally just been him being gone for a while. I don't know. Hopefully he's better. Hopefully he's better. Yeah, he's coming back, just not for the Spurs. Probably. Well, there he is. You guys wonder where he is. Primo is not going to get a job in the NBA again. He's training to go to China or Europe, which is also a very good job. So there's that. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Never mind. This person that commented, I won't bring up their stuff. The person that commented, I thought that was his previous girl. But apparently not. Any thoughts? Any thoughts, chat? Like, you guys were asking, so you got your answer. He's training. I bet he goes to NBL. That would actually be a really good league to go to. I don't know. Look, he's good enough to be an NBA. If he gets, like, you know, in NBA shape or whatever, that step it just looked weird. But he gets back in NBA shape or whatever. Like, he is a NBA player. It's just the stuff that happened, and it's good that it was caught early. Okay, by the way, the stuff that he was doing, it's great. All right, awesome that it was caught early, so it wouldn't get worse, because it was only going to get worse until he got caught. The issue that he was dealing with, even if you go and look into the DSM-5, what more than likely what the diagnosis would be, that it's in there. Usually people only stop once they get caught. So it was more than likely, you know, based on statistics, it was going to get worse. So it's good that it got caught early. But all I'm saying is, if it was later on in his career, he would be able to rebound. But the fact that it was so early, it's like, I mean, even in the draft when we picked him, not just Spurs fans, but a lot of people were kind of like, oh, really? They picked Primo? Because he was a risk. That early in the draft, he was a risk. Because his floor at that point, I mean, people didn't really know his ceiling, but his floor was definitely like a sharpshooter at best. I mean, that's what his floor was. You said not as Spurs, he could prove himself elsewhere in the NBA. Yeah, because he is an NBA player. Like, I'm trying not to be like super mean here. All right, he is an NBA player. It's just I don't want him back with the Spurs. And that's me loving him when he came in. The biggest Primo fan. I want him back, to be honest. You can't, man. You can't. We got a really nice foundation right now. I mean, the Spurs are looking for another combo guard. They're not worried about this. If he were to come back, I'll say this though. If he were to come back to the Spurs and this is just as long as I've been a Spurs fan, not being biased, because some people say this is bias. But hey, I'm very honest about my Cowboys, and I love them just as much as the Spurs, okay? If the Spurs were to bring back Primo, I will be very sold that he is worked on himself. And I would assume that it's a track record, and I would assume that they will put things in place to make sure that he's still on the track of full like recovery here. But yeah, but this clip alone, I don't. This doesn't necessarily look like NBA shape, but obviously he's been gone. You know, he also cut his hair, so that's a thing. He can go to LA. They forgive those type of offenses. I don't want the stress of worrying about him. It sucks. That's the thing too. Yeah, you have to worry about it constantly. Joshua Davis, allegedly. No, I feel you. Allegedly, blah, 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 allegedly. But at the same time, it was a lot of evidence against him. And the fact that the Spurs acted on it the way that they acted on it, they believed it. And also, there was a lot of other things too. It wasn't just that. It was the fact that it was rumblings around. Like Drew Eubanks. He always said that he was kind of a weird player. He was like, he's kind of strange. Like, he would say like small things. And then his wife, after the stuff came out, she came forward and was like, yeah, this is not good. So it's like, it's not just, oh, this one person said he did it, and it's he say, she said. Like, it was all over the place. It was a lot of things coming out where it was like, yeah, something ain't right here, right? And then his defense, I mean, if you didn't believe that, I mean, just go and listen to his lawyer, dude. It was terrible. His excuse was terrible. It was like, oh, he might have did it, but it's because his shorts are too short and he's just hung. Like, it was like that. It was that bad. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember Primo's lawyer? It was terrible. He apparently flashed hotel staff. Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier. Yeah. And that was another thing too. It's not just the fact that the stuff came out and it was allegedly by one person. Also at the hotel, do you guys recall that there was literally a Reddit post that was way before like the stuff came out and someone was talking about it. It was before anything came out, and they put that on there, and they were like, you guys aren't going to believe me, but I have a friend that works out there, and apparently he did that to hotel staff. Like, it was there, and we didn't see that until later, till we went back and we were like, oh my God, this is a problem. You know? I mean, it's just so many allegations to the point where, I don't know. And then on top of it, then why Primo, you know? Like, that's another thing. Like, people say, well, allegedly. Why Primo? Why would they just target Primo? Why not someone that's a little bit more high profile, right? Why not why not anybody else on the team but Primo? Why Primo? No, it was something there, for real. I wonder if DJ knew if something was up. I don't know. DJ didn't hang around the team enough for him to, like, know a lot of these guys personally. I know that he talks, I'm not, I sound very like vindictive here. Maybe I'm doing it on purpose. I don't know. But vindictive might not be the word. What word am I looking for here? I don't know. Mean? Anyways, but DJ didn't hang around the team much. He makes it seem like he did, but he didn't. There's confirmation of that. Players out of Alabama always up to something. I said it before. Yeah. Primo needs a second chance. I think everyone deserves a second chance. I just don't want that second chance to be with the Spurs. You feel me? Primo's back. He's just training. So somebody asked me where he's at, and I literally just got a message on where he was at. He did break my heart. Guys, I was literally out of town. Like, I was not in my town. I was in a different town when I got the news, where like I got bombarded with messages, and like my heart, I felt my heart jump, my stomach dip. It was like when you're on a roller coaster, man. I was like, there's no way. I was like, what are you guys talking about? I thought people were trolling me. I was like, it can't be this many people trolling me. Yeah. He looks bigger. He does. But I don't know if it's necessarily a great... I don't know if he's really in NBA shape. But that could just be me. That could be me. I could be wrong. I don't know. Any other thoughts on Primo? This will probably be a segment, honestly. I just saw a YouTuber fall to his knees in the HEB parking lot. I don't know. Well, there you go, guys. There's Primo. All right, what else did we have to talk about? I have quite a few. I have some more here, guys. Let's see. Oh, this is a big one. Hold on. This is a big one. I want to bring this up again. What number is it? 10. I think it's 10 in this article. Wait. Is that right? No. Oh, okay. No. Yeah, we do have this to talk about. All right. I feel like I had a GIF up. Did I not? Where's the GIF? What the heck? Where the heck is the GIF? Did I take it off? God darn it. Let's see. See, I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying we're in the age of false allegations. Look. In every allegation, there will be false allegations. Okay? But as far as what the statistics show, when it comes to allegations of sexual assault and sexual harassment, that's actually highly underreported. And then the percentage of people that do report it, most are true. And there's been an assumption that when you make an allegation that it's wrong for so long, till it's important to at least take it seriously. So I'm gonna assume that they're like, people aren't just randomly after Joshua Primo for no reason. But there's enough there where we have to scratch our heads like, okay, that was weird. All that was weird. Oh, snap. Let's see. I guess I got to bring it up on here. Primo also confessed. Basically did, yeah. Let's see. All right, I found it. Exactly. Yeah, why would the therapist have lied? And people will say, money. And it's like, yeah, okay. Why on Primo? That's my question. Why Primo? Yeah. Yeah. Also, guys, we've been Spurs fans for a very long time, okay? We've had controversies, right? We've paid attention. Have you ever seen the San Antonio Spurs just drop a player the way they dropped Primo? Like, let's be real here. The way they dropped Primo, have we ever seen that? I've never seen that ever from the Spurs. I never seen them do that. It's as soon as they dropped him, my first reaction, because of how the Spurs have done business for so long, was, what the heck did he do? Like, it wasn't, Spurs, what are they overreacting to something? It was like, what the heck happened here? What the heck did he do? That was my initial reaction. And then all the evidence points towards, yeah, he probably did it. it's a sticky situation, and I understand what you're saying. That allegations, there's false allegations. There's false allegations, but honestly, don't buy into the hype. There's much more true allegations than false. Also, like I said, it's often underreported. And you can see the numbers on this. People usually don't come out on things like this. Like at all. Women don't come out on it. A lot of women don't. A lot of women don't. And guys' numbers are even lower. Guys don't come out on this type of stuff at all. Being sexually harassed or whatever. Shoot, you saw how they treated Terry Crews after he mentioned how he was sexually assaulted? They made fun of him. Yeah, so people usually don't come out on things like this. So I think it's good to try to normalize it, Don't necessarily jump to like, oh, they're absolutely wrong. Not necessarily jumping on the player and saying he 100% did it, but it was a lot of evidence for me to feel pretty comfortable where I was with that. Brandon Frazier. Was Brandon Frazier assaulted too? Brandon Frazier was he for real? Yeah, it was a strange situation for sure. Oh wait, was Brandon Frazier assaulted or on the set of Whale? Yeah, assaulted and then blacklisted. He was a victim. Dang, I didn't know that. I'm even happier for him for winning that Oscar. Hot take though. The Whale sucked. He was the only one acting. Everyone else thought they were in a play. I didn't even realize this. After I saw the movie, I was like, okay, that felt like a play. What the heck? And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay. It was a play before. It felt like Oscar bait and it felt like a play. And I didn't like it. Oh, it's why he was so emotional about the praise? Oh, okay. I mean, he did a good job. I thought when I came out of it, I said he was the only one like acting as if this was a movie. Banshees felt like a play. I still want to watch that movie. I have not gotten to it yet. Gosh, I want to watch that movie. Felt like a play, but in a good way. Okay. I mean, I felt like The Whale was even filmed like a play, man. Some stuff the characters did, it was like, okay, you do that in a play, right? Like when the guy was backed up, I don't know if he wasn't a Mormon guy. What was he? I can't remember what religion he was. But like he basically got like backed into a corner, like, and he could have just, well, he didn't back into a corner. I just mean metaphorically. And then he could have just went through the front door, but he ran to the back and closed the door. And then everyone had these long monologues to talk about their past. And it's like, dude, you're a movie. Like, show, don't tell. Why are we, Everyone had a long monologue. Everybody. It's like, this isn't a play. Like, you could. And then sometimes they would show flashbacks. And it was like, just do that. Just do that. Just do that. Clan, you and TSR should do a joint draft stream. I want to watch you both. We've been on stream before a while ago. I've had stuff where like I've jumped over to his stream and showed it on my live before. I think he's done the same. I don't know if he's done the same, honestly. I don't know. Spurs recap news. Oh, we got some more stuff to talk about. All right, chat. We done talking about movies? Oh, he did? Oh, man. I didn't know that. Jeez. All right. That's sad. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Listen. Here we go. Next topic. All right. Next topic. I think it's number 10 here, right? All right. So I've been seeing this go around like crazy, and I think we need to discuss it. So when free agency opens, a scout for a Western Conference team believes the Spurs will make a hard push for either Chris Paul or Fred VanVleet. He possesses let's see, that the opportunity to pair Wemby with an experienced playmaker at point guard will ultimately be impossible for San Antonio to pass up. It doesn't end there. The scout believes that the Spurs will not only sign one of the 2 point guards, but will make the playoffs next season after doing so, with Wemby playing do they mean starting role? Starring role. I guess they meant starting. Shout out to LJ Ellis on this again. All right, so what's my thoughts on this? So I've seen quite a few people talking about this in particular, and they've been so adamant on it. The San Antonio Spurs will pursue Chris Paul and Fred VanVleet. That is not what's being reported here at all. Now, this is not something that you just take with a grain of salt, okay? A Western Conference team, or a scout from a Western Conference team, that's, believe it or not, this is actually a really good source for a multitude of reasons. So as fans, oftentimes we think of other teams as rivals, bitter rivals, mean rivals. We hate them, right? But that's not how the NBA works, okay? The NBA is more of a friendly rivalry. You kind of see it between players as well. There's very few players that genuinely like hate each other or anything like that. Like, information is spread all the time, and scouts, they usually, and sometimes, and I won't say usually, sometimes, oftentimes, I will say, they actually team up with other scouts when they're talking about players, when they're talking about what other teams are going to do. And by the way, it makes sense also. Like, I know some people have made the argument you only focus in on your team, like you don't look at what other teams do. How would you be able to function in the NBA where a lot of things that you want to do is predicated based on what other teams decide to do? Like, you need to know how other teams function. So a scout from a Western Conference team is actually a pretty decent source in that. But as far as us going after Chris Paul or Fred VanVleet, I would not at this point. I really thought about it. I do think that Chris Paul would benefit for like maybe a year with our team or whatnot. Fred VanVleet, I'm assuming he's looking for something a little bit more long-term or maybe a bigger type contract. But having Chris Paul for a year is great for us. I just don't really see how that works for him. And there's also been a lot of reports saying that he would like to go somewhere else. So I don't know. While it might be cool and a nice idea, I just really don't see how this benefits him at all. He wants to go ring chase, and why waste 1 year, a whole year, which are very, very valuable at this point. Each year of his career at this point is very valuable. Why waste it? Why waste it? I just don't see how it benefits him. Let's see. Someone in the chat says, my only issue with CP3 is his age and injuries. I know he wants to play for Pop, but he also wants a ring before he retires, and we are still a little ways away from competing for one. Bro, he could have joined the Spurs when we were on the cusp of winning another championship, post 2020 or 2014, and he decided not to because he said, Pop might leave or whatnot. But even then, he was ring chasing, like he wanted a ring. So that's always been in the forefront of his thoughts, is the ring. I don't think that he will, and I could be wrong, but I just don't think that he will like drop that for a whole year just to play with Pop. I just don't see it. Oh, that's another good point. July, that's another good point. Yes. He said, did Fred say F Pop? He sure did. Now, that was a long time ago, and I know that they were trying to ride Kawhi, but that was, yes, Raptors F Pop. I posted that. I'm the Spurs fan. Let's see if I can find it on my stuff. Here it is. Found it. Did I get my thoughts on this? No, it was just 24-second clip. Oh, they covered it up so they could say it, and he probably didn't realize it. Yeah, that's stupid. But yeah, so yeah, he also said F Pop. But I mean, that was one instance. I know that they were riding Kawhi trying to get him to come back, but still, very lame, very trash. Don't like it. So overall, how I feel, I wouldn't bring Chris Paul in. I I mean, it will be beneficial to us. Don't get me wrong, but the Spurs are already looking at other guards, you know, in not free agency, but in the draft. There's going to be so many trades, apparently. So I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother. Would trade Wemby? Would draft Wemby and trade up for Amin Thompson? No, from what I understand, it's in this one. Anthony Black and Kobe Buffkin. But it could be. Amin would be dope. But yeah. All right. So this is something else I want to talk about. Okay. Speaking of drafting up. Chat. Listen. Hear me out. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can find it really quick. My tabs are all over the place for some reason. Oh, by the way, isn't this dope? Look at this. Shout out to Carolina for posting this. I mean, it's not the best design, but I get it. I like it. Okay. Hold on. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is. All right. So it's been a lot of talk here. Okay. So I wanted to just bring this up to you guys because I do think that this is something worth noting. So as you guys know, the San Antonio Spurs are looking to trade up, and the teams right now, at least from what we've heard, that's willing to trade their picks, that's in talks, are the Trailblazers, the Rockets, the Detroit Pistons, and the Dallas Mavericks, all of which are ready to trade picks. Mavericks makes the most sense. These three, I don't understand 100%. I understand Trailblazers. I don't understand these two, actually, the Rockets and the Detroit Pistons. But that's what's being reported right now. So with that being said, this is what I was thinking, okay? I didn't actually bring up anything that would show it, like a visual, but this is what I was thinking, all right? And I talked to a friend about this as well. So Siakam. They want to aggressively move Siakam. Which one of these teams want a player right now to build upon? It is the Trailblazers. It's also being reported, or at least speculated, that the Charlotte Hornets may potentially take Brandon Miller. I think that will be a mistake on their part, but if they were to go with best fit, that's what they would do. I would still take Scoot, but that's a possibility. So let's just say the Hornets take Brandon Miller, and then Scoot Henderson is available. Well, if they want a win now star, Siakam is probably the best one available, right? Siakam, maybe OJ or OG, sorry. Not OJ. OG. So yeah, that would be really good, right? And then the Spurs, what could we give? How do we get in the middle of this? Well, we have a lot of picks. We could send a bunch of picks over to the Toronto Raptors and try to make that thing happen, right? So we would get the third pick. Toronto Raptors want to rebuild, right? They're obviously rebuilding. They're ready to rebuild. You send them a bunch of your picks. And then on top of it, yeah, the Trailblazers get what they want. Does that make sense? I feel like that's pretty good. 3-team trade, Spurs, Raptors, and Blazers. Yeah. I feel like that will work. Yeah. And Keldon. You would have to probably move Keldon too. No, not Keldon. No, you would probably have to move. Dude, I'm sorry, but if the Spurs are already willing to give away like multiple picks, and it has to come down on whether or not you get Scoot is whether or not you get rid of Keldon, Keldon's gone. I'm just saying, if it came down to that, for me personally, Keldon is gone. I wouldn't even think twice. If it meant we got Scoot. Yeah. Why wouldn't the Blazers keep the third pick? Well, right now, it sounds like what the Blazers want to do is get a player that can win with Dame right now. But I don't know. Dame has been really reckless lately. Like talking about other teams he could potentially go to and all this good stuff. I have no idea. But as it stands right now, that's what's going around. Is that the Blazers want to get a player for Dame right now. And to me, if the Toronto Raptors want to get aggressive, as it's being reported, let's do it. What you guys think? Oh, why wouldn't the Raptors want the 3rd pick? That's a good point too. That's a good point too. That's a great way to go ahead and jumpstart your franchise again. So there's that too. That's a good point too, as well. So they could just take the 3rd pick. But then you look in between the 3rd pick or a multitude of future picks. Honestly, if the Spurs added in, which I would not want to do this, but if you added in, say, Atlanta Hawks 2025, that's going to look like a really good one too. Clan, let's not overvalue our own players like any or all fan bases. We're not going to get scooped for Keldon. Oh, I didn't say that. I said it will be multitude of picks. I just said that if you had to include Keldon easily, like I would easily include Keldon. There's quite a few players on this roster I would easily include. I do not overvalue players. Well, that's a lot. Sometimes a little bit. I mean what I say though. Keldon, I've always said Keldon was more of a role player. Keldon, Devin, and both 2nd round picks. Oh man, that's not gonna be enough. You think Toronto will take that? That's not gonna be enough. We also have a really good relationship with Toronto though. So keep that in mind too. We have a good relationship with them. Just looking through the chat. I didn't like the Sohan and Johnson pair. Me neither. I say just trade up anywhere from 10 to 19. Great scoring guards in that range. I feel like if you go all the way to 19, at that point, I just wouldn't trade up. I mean, there are some great scoring guards, but shoot, dude, at that point, it's like, I'll just keep my 33, you know, and maybe get Terquavian Smith if he's available. That would be a great one. I mean, why not at that point? Yeah. Oh man, draft party gonna be nice. I'm thinking about. Are you guys talking about the AT&T Center? Are you talking about here? I don't know which one you're talking about. I was thinking about what I'm gonna have. Okay. I need to get some wings or something. I don't know, some type of snack. We need some dip. I don't know. I need to do something here. Okay. And then on top of it, I was thinking that maybe we'll go live a day before, like a pre-draft party. You know, something like that. I think it'd be fun. AT&T Center. Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Let's see. What else we got here? All right. So there's someone else that talked about the Spurs. Oh crap, I forgot about this one. You guys want to watch Wemby? A Wemby interview or part of a Wemby interview? You guys want to watch it? You want to watch some Wemby? A Wemby interview? So those of you that aren't anime fans, you might struggle with this, but you're actually going to have to read subtitles. Me, being the huge anime fan that I am, I will have no problem with this. Roll it. All right, let's roll it. Let's do it. All right, let's play it. And this is just a segment that I thought was really interesting. So, why is he dressed like a nurse? That's a really good. I didn't even notice he is dressed like a nurse. The heck? Got his scrub on.
On parlait juste avant. C'est vrai que je suis tombé dans la bonne génération, mais.
Hold on. Turn it up a little bit, even though you probably can't understand him.
Si j'ai du mérite sur quelque chose, pour moi, je pense que c'est aussi la façon dont j'ai su résister à ce formatage qu'on a essayé de m'imposer. Parce qu'on a quand même essayé de l'imposer à moi. Mais bon, de me l'imposer. Mais quel joueur j'ai envie de devenir?
Sans qu'il y ait un nom, hein.
Ouais, oui, bien sûr.
Forcément, voilà.
Comment tu t'imagines, toi, dans 5-10 ans
Écoute,
That's a good question. They say what kind of player you want to be, and you know, without a name, just yourself.
J'aimerais bien que ça soit, en fait, que quand il y a le scouting, on sache pas vraiment quoi dire. Ça serait ça l'objectif final, en fait. en gros, on dit faites des fautes. Voilà.
Tu voudrais avoir un arsenal vraiment qui te permette de jouer en gros grand, petit.
Ouais, voilà. Et que ce soit systématique, quoi. J'ai tel profil en face de moi, je fais ci, ça, hop là, il fait ça, je fais ce move, je fais un reverse. Et voilà, être vraiment, pouvoir m'adapter à toutes les situations. Parce que même si je faisais 10 cm de moins, ça serait pas possible, tu vois. Donc en gros, je pense que j'ai une chance inouïe d'avoir cette opportunité et que pas la saisir, si je la saisis pas, j'aurais des regrets, quoi.
On a l'impression que tu es un curieux encore du basket.
So he's basically saying that there's so many different things that he has in his arsenal, and they ask him to just do whatever. Just try your best, do whatever you need to do, experiment with many different playing styles. And that's what he's been doing. Honestly, I was really impressed by him during these playoffs. Unfortunately, he lost and everything. But in the playoffs, I thought that he was very adaptable, what he's talking about. Each series, he had to adjust just a little bit. I mean, he started off the playoffs being more of a, okay, give me the ball, I got to do what I got to do. And then as the series went on, he became more of a facilitator. He utilized his gravity super well. He just adjusted really well, I thought. But right now he's still in the experimental phase, but he's capable of a lot. So it's kind of hard for him to hone in on what type of player he wants to be. But let's see what the interviewer says.
T'essayes encore plein de choses. Et j'ai l'impression qu'en NBA, toutes les superstars ont leur go-to-move. Alors on voit que sur des pick and pop, tu as des petites zones de confort encore. Mais tu n'as pas, pour moi, à mes yeux, pas encore creusé. Parce que justement, tu as envie, tu es curieux de plein d'autres choses.
Ouais, bien sûr.
That's a good point. If you didn't catch it, he just basically said like, oh, every player has their go-to move, but you don't necessarily have one. You're just kind of, doing everything out there. So.
Bien sûr. Je tente beaucoup de choses. Je pense que je m'arrête. Je me contente pas de ce que j'ai déjà. D'ailleurs, c'est une erreur que beaucoup de jeunes font. Tu sais, c'est les jeunes qui sont en avance. Je parle des U18, U15, U18, tu sais. Ils sont en avance physiquement, par exemple, en U15. Les mecs, les meneurs, tu sais, qui sont athlétiques et tout, ils vont miser que sur ça. Ils vont pas développer les autres aspects de leur jeu, tu vois. Du coup, quand ils arrivent en pro, et qu'ils sont au même niveau que les autres, ils ont plus d'autres armes, en fait, tu vois. Donc je pense que c'est quelque chose qui est nécessaire de découvrir assez tôt tout ce qu'on peut faire de sa palette, en fait. Voilà, tout ce qu'on peut faire pour. Et ensuite, tu découvres tout ce que tu peux faire, et ensuite, tu progresses plus précisément l'un après l'autre.
Tu parlais du formatage, là, un peu plus.
That is really good. That's a really good answer. Wow, that's a really good answer. And funny enough, I feel super validated because I've talked about this without like seeing a bunch of Wemby interviews. But I've seen a bunch of Wemby interviews, but I've talked about this without hearing him actually say it. And now he just said it, and it was that he's never satisfied. Like when we were going through so many different articles and so many things that he worked on, like we were going through the article where during COVID, his trainer said that he was like constantly trying to add to his game. It was always there. He's always trying to add to it. He's never comfortable. He's never content. And that's a problem that a lot of even players that were great at some point have, where they become too content with what they do. Like Ben Simmons, does anyone argue whether or not Ben Simmons has the physical tools to be a phenomenal player? No. People argue that he doesn't add to his game. Same thing with Jason Tatum. Does anyone question whether or not he could be great or he could lead a team to a championship if he were to hone in on his skills? No. It's just that sometimes it seems like he's a little content with not adding a little bit more poise to his game, I don't know. That's interesting though, isn't it? That's quite interesting. And the way that he answered it was just so mature. Oh, thanks, Trevor. Thanks for the super chat. But yeah, I don't know. I really like that. That answer. Hold on. Let's just listen to a little bit more, and we'll end it. I don't want to play the whole. This is long. This whole interview is 43 minutes, and this is only part 1. So you just play another segment. Let's see.
Plus jeune. Alors déjà, j'aimerais bien savoir de quoi tu parles.
Ouais.
À quoi tu fais allusion quand tu dis il y a des coachs qui t'ont dit il faut faire ça et pas ça?
Alors j'ai plus eu de bons coachs que de mauvais coachs, déjà. Mais
on va te demander de citer les mauvais, hein, t'inquiète.
Non. Mais
voilà, terrible, tu sais.
Gratuit.
ça serait la bourde en direct, par exemple.
Ouais, non, t'inquiète.
Mais Je disais oui, alors le formatage alors déjà jeune, il y avait moins de, bien sûr, il y avait moins d'enjeux, et donc une perte de balle, ça vaut rien, on s'en fout. Mais quand même, j'ai un souvenir, par exemple, j'étais en U14, il me semble, j'étais allé faire un tournoi en Espagne, et en gros, le coach, il me faisait jouer pivot, mais traditionnel, quoi. À l'entraînement, ce que je faisais, c'était je faisais des rebonds, des main à main, et je faisais des sorties de balle au meneur, quoi, c'était tout. Et dès que je faisais un truc, même si je réussissais, il me criait dessus, tu sais. Et en gros, heureusement, c'était que pendant une semaine, bon, c'est du passé, mais ça, c'était l'extrême. Mais en fait, il y a toujours les coachs, ils ont toujours cette petite pression de devoir gagner les matchs, tu sais, parce que, et puis de faire de la performance. Même en jeune, même en U13 et tout, ou en U15, tu vois, quand il n'y a pas vraiment d'enjeu, ils ont toujours c'est toujours des compétiteurs et ils se disent waouh, je vais jouer la sécurité, Victor, fais pas ça, tu vois. C'est un mécanisme, c'est mental.
Oh. Okay, this worries me just a little bit. But luckily, yeah, this worries me a little bit because it only worries me because how Popovich is. But Popovich has adjusted so much, and if you're a really great player, he just lets you out, like, do your own thing. He did it with Kawhi, did it with Duncan, he'll do it with Wemby. But yeah, it is kind of like, oh, you know.
Mental, tu vois, même c'est inconscient, mais en fait, il y a toujours plein de toutes petites piques, tu sais, qui te poussent à revenir à te mettre dans ta case et jouer la facilité, jouer avec mon atout que j'ai déjà aujourd'hui, tu sais. Mais ça aurait été la plus grosse erreur pour moi de faire ça, quoi.
Et ça, tu l'as compris très jeune. De
Oh.
pas accepter ces rôles-là.
Bien sûr.
De dire, moi, je veux pas faire ça.
Oh, okay. He's saying that he didn't accept that. Okay, dope.
Il y a un
I'm
truc
not worried no more.
qu'on t'a vu faire, et on l'a vu en live en plus, Thomas Larou qui c'est derrière, on était dans les tribunes, c'est ce dribble entre les jambes et ce tir à 3 points sur un pied que tu as fait en équipe de France, que tu as fait avec les Mets. C'était face à Blois, je crois. Et on te voit moins le faire maintenant.
Et on l'avait fait contre
I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Yeah, really great interview, man. I really like that. So yeah, I just feel super validated in some of the things that we talked about already. Not shocked, but a little shocked that he said it out loud, which is pretty cool. I was about to say, he just said he's happy Coach Pop will be hard on him. Yeah. I misunderstood. Yeah. That's good. I thought that he was saying, oh man, I really get in my own head. But he's basically like, I'm aware of it and I don't accept that. You know, I make sure that I don't get in my own head like that. So at least that's how I'm interpreting it. And I think the translation is pretty on point, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He likes people that take the game serious. Yeah. That's good stuff. All right, let's see. Did I talk about this? No, I don't think I did. This is something. Yeah, I don't think I talked about this. All right, Spurs should definitely be involved in some trades, guys. Big time. So this was being reported that Woj says on some podcast that he will not be tweeting out picks for the draft this year. He will focus more on trades and the TV coverage. Some people have said that he said this last season, which I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, but I will say this is huge because Woj always does that. So I'm assuming that he's expecting a lot of trades. Seems like it's going to be a lot of different things going on. And that's what the reports are kind of showing at this point. So expect the Spurs to really get involved in trades, like really get involved in trades. He is very aware of how hard. Oh wait, I'm talking about something else. But yeah, I just want to bring that to your attention. Hold on, was there something else? There was this, but I don't even know if this is worth it. Let's see, guys. How many segments did we even do today or tonight? Because I wanted to get 10 knocked out. Let's see. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The heck is this? 11. We did 11. I think that's good. I can't do anymore. Draft is more fun without spoiling picks on Twitter. It really is. It really is. It really is. And it was very frustrating last year where the chat was just telling me, Woj just tweeted. It's like, oh my God. Like, what's the point of that, you know? Oh, you got the news that this play. Okay. We're going to see it like in a few seconds. Let it be announced. Clan, you should tell everyone in chat about your favorite show, Succession. They can watch the beginning of the... Succession's a great show. I have... It's not my favorite show, by the way. Breaking Bad's my favorite show. But Succession's pretty great. Clan, you should tell... no, wait. I'm reading that again. I think because some people don't want to wait. Yeah, man, I just want to wait. I'd rather just hear it. If someone spoiled the Sohan pick for me last year, I would have been upset. Bro, we love your channel here in Brazil. Keep our guys. Just add. Well, thank you. The Walking Dead over Breaking Bad. Okay, where my mods at? Are we gonna ban him? Are we gonna ban him for a terrible take? We'll let you live this time, but next time you're getting banned for a take that terrible. Wait, no, don't ban him for real. Permaban. No, don't ban him for real. I read spoilers until the Spurs pick. Oh, okay. You're kidding. Dude, Walking Dead is not touching break. Are you joking? Are you joking? On what level? What does The Walking Dead do better than Breaking Bad? Like what level? It does nothing better than Breaking Bad. Sopranos and The Wire are better by far than Breaking Bad. Okay, I do love Sopranos, and I do love The Wire, but I would argue that Breaking Bad is consistently great, while The Wire falls off in the last season. And oftentimes in The Wire, I mean, I know it's like one of the, The Wire is one of those shows that's kind of the like godfather of, you know, great HBO shows. So it's like kind of hard to judge it. Like it's the same thing with Sopranos. It's kind of hard to judge it. But I will say The Wire, oftentimes the acting is like a little weird. Like I can tell this is a show. You know, it doesn't feel or sound authentic with some of the characters and some of the lines that they say. This comes across as like a show. But yeah. Bro, besides season 9 and 10, The Walking Dead is a 10 out of 10 show. The Walking Dead is a great show, but it's not touching Breaking Bad. Like everything about Breaking Bad is better than The Walking Dead, okay? All right? The direction, the directing, the writing, the character arcs are better. The acting, even though The Walking Dead has good acting, but the acting, The Walking Dead oftentimes is pretty stagnant when it comes to things happening. Like it starts to repeat itself after a while. I mean, Breaking Bad, I mean, good God. I mean, Breaking Bad also has like some of the greatest villains we've ever seen in history of cinema. Like, I mean, they have some of the greatest antagonists, I mean, you've ever seen. I mean, I've just never seen a show that was so great from start to finish like Breaking Bad was. Better Call Saul was too, but just start to finish. It was a great ending, great beginning. It has the greatest pilot of all time. I mean, it has everything. I mean, it's just oof, it's a great show. Unpopular take, trade Keldon and Devin. You got to say what for, though. I'm not against it. I just need to know what you're getting. No, The Walking Dead has the greatest pilot. The Walking Dead has a good pilot. But Breaking Bad has the greatest pilot of all time. I mean, it's iconic. I mean, there's pop figures of this, and it was the first episode. Hold on. Breaking Bad first episode. I mean, it's absolutely iconic. I wouldn't say The Walking Dead's first episode is iconic. This is an iconic image right here. This is an iconic image. Are you kidding me? This is in the first episode. Even looking at this, like, how did we get here? Well, go watch it. Breaking Bad is phenomenal. Hold on. There's also, like I said, there's pop figures of it. I mean, that's how big of a deal it was. Breaking Bad pop figures. If I say Walter, I guarantee you they got Walter in his jammies, in his tighty whities. Yep. And you can get it. It's only $140. People know how legit this is. All right. I just joined What Happened. Someone tried to tell me that The Walking Dead was better than Breaking Bad, which is absolutely insane. Better Call Saul is good too. Better Call Saul is great. I mean, I think Breaking Bad is a masterpiece. Better Call Saul is really great. Like, I've never seen a prequel that good. And when that got announced, I was like, how are you going to do it on Saul? But they managed. Also, dude, the candle. I won't go into it too much for people that haven't seen it, but the candle episode, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I watched that scene like 50 times, dude. I was like, this is so good, the way they utilize candles. That's another thing about Vince Gilligan, man. He does a really great job of utilizing like objects. Better Call Saul is an 8 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for sure. Not too many things are better. That's the thing, though. It's like, what are we judging off? Not too many things are better than Better Call Saul. I feel like I might have gave it even a higher rating if I never seen Breaking Bad. You know? The Walking Dead comics are better than the Walking Dead show. Breaking Bad is leagues above Walking Dead. Dude, like easily. Like, easily. And don't get me wrong, they worked really hard on The Walking Dead. They really did. Like, I enjoyed The Walking Dead when I was watching it, right? It was good. I mean, it was good. It's a good show, okay? Walking Dead, it was fun, you know, you cared to an extent, but Breaking Bad is just on a whole nother level. As far as like pulling the rug underneath you, oh my God moments. Like, there's way more oh my God moments in Breaking Bad. And it's just solid all the way through. I don't recall, and I'm going to rewatch Breaking Bad, but I don't recall one instance where I rolled my eyes and said, oh, that wasn't the greatest episode. I know some people don't like the Fly episode, but I even thought that one was great, you know? Death Note for my weebs in chat. Oh, Death Note's great. Yeah, that's top notch right there. How do y'all feel about the Reddit blackout? Wasn't it something where Reddit is trying to charge people? How are you going to charge people on Reddit when mods already don't get paid for anything? That's absolutely insane. Breaking Bad didn't get any video game adaptations. Andrew, come on, man. Also, how many video game adaptations do we even get of shows and movies nowadays? Kind of don't. And also, Walking Dead was a comic. And it's a safe bet because it's a zombie game. Also, why the heck would you want to play Breaking Bad? That would be weird. I play Breaking Bad in real life. Exactly. Clan, are there any more topics? It's 4 a.m. here. Nah, I'm done. It's like I did about 11 topics, and I got to upload those over the course of several days because I'm actually leaving tomorrow. Or tomorrow's Saturday. I don't remember. And I won't be back until Tuesday or Wednesday. And then from there, we're going to have some fun because it'll be draft. Black Mirror is good. Jesse Pinkman comes out. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Are the new Black Mirrors good for real? Cool. Say, where are you going? Visit family. Talk basketball, watch your movies later. Hey, Joe. You listening? Let me make sure Joe's listening. Okay, I think Joe's gone. Not movies or shows. Yeah, exactly. Have you guys seen any great movies lately? The last thing I saw in theaters was Spider-Man. Talked about it already early in the stream. Phenomenal. I have a controversial take, and Honcho, you're huge on movies, so I want to get your take on this. I think Across the Spider-Verse is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever created, over Spider-Man 2. And I hold Spider-Man 2 dear to my heart. Is that do you agree? I think it is. As far as animation, it might be the greatest animated film out of America ever created. I truly do believe that Across the Spider-Verse is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever. I mean, when I left the theater, that was like my first thought. And I love the second one. Which one do I want to use? Let me use this image. Yeah, I think it is. Pretty common take. Really? Oh, I didn't know. I thought people wouldn't like that. I didn't know people agreed with that take. Spider-Man 2 was the worst of the originals? Ah, you're trolling. You're trolling. It was by far the best of the originals. The Hot Cheeto. Somebody mentioned the Hot Cheeto movie. Was that the... Is this true? I don't know if this is true or not. The guy that invented Hot Cheetos, was it actually not really him or something? I feel like I heard that, where it was like he claimed that it was him, but there's not evidence that it was him. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. I have to agree with you, brother. Okay, so you agree. Yeah, it's just too good. I mean, it's just... It took a lot for me to say that. Because I love Spider-Man 2. Oh, really? That's your legit take? You're not trolling? You think Spider-Man 3 is the best? Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, Spider-Man 3, even by Sam Raimi's own admission, he had too many villains. He didn't even create the film that he wanted to create. It's kind of hard to even take it too serious for me. It wasn't even the movie that he wanted to like create. He didn't want to include Venom. He was pushed to. He didn't want to. And you kind of see it. Like, you watch the movie, it's just too many villains, too much going on, I think. Yeah, not having Venom in there probably would have been for the better. I mean, we have not had a good like movie adaptation of Venom. We just haven't. I know people love, well, not everybody, but like the Venom 1, Venom 2 movie. Those movies suck, bro. They suck. I understand all that about Spider-Man 3, but I still like it. No. I think I liked Spider-Man 3 when it first came out. It's just when I watched it a few more times, I was like, oh, you know. But it's some aspects of it that I do like. I mean, Spider-Man 2, I just think it's just much better. And this is just a whole nother level. Like, I couldn't believe how great this was. I was in awe. I'm gonna go see it again. Because they added the updated sound mixing, which I don't know how the heck that happened. If you guys were one of the first to see this movie, you would know that like in the first scene, first 10 minutes maybe, it was hard to hear what Gwen Stacy was saying. Like, I had no idea what Spider-Gwen was saying. Like, you could not understand it at all. It was so weird. It was so strange. I had no idea what she was saying. You don't like the Venomverse? Oh, I hate it, dude. It's lame. You know, you want to know what's a better version of it? I got you. Check this out. Screw Venom. Screw Venom. You want to see who did it better? Let me show you who did it better, okay? Go watch this movie immediately. Go watch this film immediately. And you will say, screw those Venom movies. Go watch this. Go watch Upgrade. It's so good. Blows Venom out of the water. And it's basically the same concept. Came out before Venom. And Venom basically copied it. It's phenomenal. Way better. That Fast and Furious X was awful. Well, Fast and Furious is pretty terrible. Yeah, go see this movie, okay? Joe getting worked up about some rando calling him a punk. Joe, it's not, it's all right, man. Also, I'm sold. I'll watch it. You do it immediately. So great. So great. Ah, so great. Hold on, let me see what, if it's anything less than a 95, I'm going to be highly upset on what Rotten Tomatoes gave it. Let's see. Oh, I'm really upset. They gave it an 88. And audience gave it an 87. I guarantee you the only reason why it's not in the 90s is because of the ending. Because the ending is going to divide you. That's literally it. I loved it all the way through. It was the same thing. I think I saw it because I saw this. I went to the theater and saw this movie like 3 times. And I think I went to see it the second or third time with my sister, and she didn't care for the ending. And I loved the ending. So I think it divided people quite a bit. But even with that ending being controversial, still everyone knows how great it is. Train to Busan, I won't put too much on. Train to Busan is another phenomenal one. I cried. Who was it that said they like Walking Dead? Hopefully they're still in here. Let me see. See, this is another thing too. Like, I try not to do it, but I think subconsciously I compare media. Hold on, I'm trying to see who said The Walking Dead. It was I'm Rap-T. If you're still in here, Rap, when it comes to like zombie apocalyptic like films and media, this is the cream of the crop right here. Yeah, Train to Busan was incredible. Yeah, this cream of the crop. You watch Train to Busan, you'll say, man, Walking Dead was some BS. Like, you watch Train to Busan and you just like, screw it. Screw what I was watching. You know, this top notch right here. And that's the thing with Breaking Bad for me, man. I think about other films or other depictions of, crime or drug lords. And I think you don't get better than Breaking Bad. You don't get better than Breaking Bad. I mean, my favorite movie of all time is Scarface. So that's kind of like what I put on a pedestal, you know, what I compare other things to sometimes. Did it give me that feeling? And I mean, Breaking Bad is just, whew. Oh yeah, Korean films are pretty great. I mean, they can make some BS too, just like, you know, anybody, but yeah, they have some really great ones. Waiting for Squid Game season 2. I don't even see how you could, like, where do you go from season 1 of Squid Game, honestly. Man, Squid Game was fun. That was a really fun franchise until they brought in the Americans, and that was really weird. Those like last few episodes were like, ugh, dude, shut up. This is annoying. Train to Busan 2 was terrible. Oh, that's what I never watched. I didn't want to see that. And they are making a Western version called Train to New York. Oh, don't do that. Wait. Is Snowpiercer? Was Snowpiercer an adaptation of something? Or did they end up making a show out of Snowpiercer? Because Snowpiercer was also a great film, but the director was the Korean guy that made Parasite, right? Bong Joon-ho. He's Korean, right? Is Bong Joon-ho Korean? Let me see. Yeah, South Korean. Yeah. Oh man, 99. Oh, that is so well deserved, isn't it? God, so well deserved. Did anyone see Everything Everywhere All at Once? I did want to say something about Everything Everywhere All at Once. What did that get? Because they won an Oscar, right? 93. Okay. I really need to know who this 7% is. What the heck is wrong with you? All right, this film. Let me tell you guys something, okay? This film. This doesn't happen to me too often. Didn't Parasite win an Oscar? Man, he won like Parasite. Man, they won like 7 Oscars that year. It was ridiculous. They won a lot of Oscars and deserved it. Okay, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Let me say this about this film, okay? It's very similar to the feeling that I got when I watched Spider-Verse. This doesn't happen too often, but every now and then I watch a movie and it's so good that it takes me out of it. That like, like usually it's the opposite, right? Like a movie's so good that you're just like entrenched in it. Every now and then a movie is so good that I'm taken aback and I'm taken out of the film. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once was one of those films. That was one of those films, and Across the Spider-Verse, where during the film, it's a good like 4 minutes where I'm not even paying attention. I'm just like sitting back thinking about how the heck did you make this? Like watching Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, I was just like, how can you be this good? Like there's no way. Did an alien create this film? There's no way it can be this good. How did you make it this good? How is the acting this perfect? How is the directing this perfect? How's the CGI? How's the choreography this good? How did you do that? Why are you, how do you have the, you have the audacity to hit all of my emotional beats while being like visually pleasing to the eye? Like how did you do this? It did that for me. There's a big chunk of the movie I'm just like stuck, like I can't believe how good this film is. Snowpiercer was based off a comic from the 1940s, and the show is more accurate to the comic series. Oh, okay. I'd never seen the show. Liked the movie though. Been waiting to see this one too. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, dude, it's so good. It's so good. God, it's so good. It's just one of those that's just gonna take you out of it because of how good it is. And it hits all the emotional beats. Really deep messaging in there. I won't spoil it, but I agree with the message. Yeah, you don't get better than this. Fight sequences, some of the best I've ever seen. I mean, we're talking Raid 2 levels of good. I don't know if you've seen Raid 2. Raid 2, the choreography in Raid 2, the fight choreography. Oh my goodness. It's on that level. He's still there, Joe. Leave Joe alone. He's gone, probably. Maybe. I don't know. All right, guys, that was enough. We talked about enough. Cocaine Bear was good. Get out of my chat. No, it wasn't. That movie was trash. I wasn't expecting it to be like some, I don't know, pillar of media or anything, of great cinema. I wasn't expecting to be in that. Oh, it was pretty bad. Okay, you were trolling. Yeah, that movie was trash. It was terrible. I was expecting it to be at least fun, and I didn't have that much fun. It looked bad. It looked like it was gonna be fun at least. There was only like one kill that was fun to me. It was the ambulance. That was fun. That was a fun kill. Everything else was just boring. I was like, this is boring. If I'm gonna watch it, it would be to make fun of it. Well, it should have at least been fun, bro. A lot of it just wasn't fun. It was just annoying with annoying characters. I'm sure it made its money back though. Sharknado. See, Sharknado's at least fun. I just didn't find Cocaine Bear fun. It wasn't fun. That's the whole point of that movie. I didn't find it fun. I was just kind of annoyed. But some people, yeah, I mean, some people found it fun. I just didn't. It's just like, okay, you know. I mean, it was just like one kill that I thought was fun, and everything else was just like, okay. Did you already go over the Spurs news? Oh yeah, that was a while ago. I don't think B movies are fun. Sometimes they can be. Spider-Verse is my favorite. Yeah, Spider-Verse. Yeah, we just talked about Spider-Verse. I was just saying that I got the same feeling from Spider-Verse as I did with Everything Everywhere All at Once, where I sat in the movie and it took me out of it because it was so good. Like 4 minutes straight of just questioning, how did they make this film so good? Did aliens make this? But yeah. All right, so that's your homework, guys. All right. Train to Busan if you haven't. Hold on, I'm trying to go backwards. Upgrade. If you like Venom, watch Upgrade and you'll hate Venom. And Everything Everywhere All at Once. And if you're going to the theater, go see Spider-Verse. Well, watch the first Spider-Verse first. And then go watch Across the Spider-Verse. Even if you don't love like superhero stuff. Actually, if you're tired of superhero stuff, if you hate superheroes, go. Well, okay, why did that come up like that? Hold on. Yeah, go watch The Boys. Okay? If you hate superheroes, go watch The Boys. Only if you're old enough, though. Okay? You need to be over 35. I'm nowhere near, but like, you need to be older. You need to be 40 years old, okay? If you hate superheroes, go watch The Boys. Or watch Invincible. Those two. But you need to be over 35. The Deep with his dolphin. Oh, yeah. The Boys. Yeah. Yeah, I hope all of you guys are over 35. Nah, watch it when your parents aren't looking. No. They'll hear it. But yeah. Yeah. It's a great show. I actually got to finish the last season. I haven't watched the last season. I think I might have seen an episode, but yeah, I need to get through it. So The Boys and Invincible. Watch Invincible. That's another great one. If you hate superheroes, if you're tired of the superhero genre, really good take on it. Okay, I'm done. I'm out. Enough talking. I'll give it to you guys later. Next time you see me, I'm gonna upload a bunch of videos, but next time you see me live, it will probably be the day before the draft. Oh, watch Ted Lasso. Okay, a lot of people praise that. I need to watch it. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, Invincible really good too. Yeah, it's dope. All right, I'll give it to you later. You got your homework. You know what to watch. It's 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's dope. Do a live show during the draft. I'm doing a live show probably before the draft, the day before the draft, and on draft day. Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, okay, enough. I gotta go. Bye. Yes, sorry. I just saw, God, Barry's a good one too. Yes, Barry. I just saw Barry. Yes, Barry's awesome too. I gotta finish the last season on that. But yeah, Barry's dope. Bye.